All right, guys, we're live. I don't know how much of all of that last video you missed, but here we are. So I'm thinking that the buyers are going to come in here at this resistance level. Basically, I went ahead and said that if we got in on this sell from this break of the trend line, that would have been a nice price as well. I don't know if I want to go ahead and keep my bearish bias. I think the buyers are coming in here, and so we're possibly going to turn around. I mean, our bearish trend is really, really steep. And like I said, we're so close to those buys that I feel like we're so close to these highs that, and our uptrend has been like continuous. It looks like it's still coming for the sells. Do we want to sell? Do we want to sell? That's the main question. But yeah, but so we're sitting kind of pretty right now. And I don't want to full port us on a crazy move. All right. We're doing it. There was no stop loss. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop loss immediately. All right. Hold up, price. Don't do anything irrational. Price. Watch it just take all of it. 877.75. 8. Oh, wait, I don't have to do that. 8. .5. How's that wrong? 188.77.75. 0.75 as a buy. Ask A1 ticks. Yes, that'll be correct. Yes. Okay. So we've entered our buy stop. So that's basically our stop loss. At it should be roughly $1,000. So $1,000. We got in on this sell. Was that the best idea? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But like I said, we're basically Hail Marying this account right now. See if we can find that resistance there. Okay, found some resistance there. Now all we got to do is push lower. We're getting to the low of day, if that's what this line is on my Tradevate. I'm not 100%. We're like low of day is like a couple points under these wicks. See if we can push it. Come on, buddy. 200. I'm not liking that. We pushed the low of day. Come on. Push it some more. All right, we're going to trail. Chicken. I'll put it there. We'll stay in. Chicken. Should have just taken at 400, guys. Go, hit me. Hit me, you won't. It's gonna hit us. Just do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's just teetering. It's just playing with me. Either do it or don't do it because I don't want to take a big drawdown. I don't want to take a big hit on this trade. Pay attention to that profit number, bottom right corner. Oh my gosh, you guys can't even see anything. This is crazy. We're just having a day. All right, basically I went ahead and I put this trade on this regular trend line, and we put a stop, manual stop. I went ahead and I placed that. It was a buy stop order up here for our grand, and then I went ahead and I trailed it right here, and then we were teetering right here, and that's why I was. Now we're pushing the lows down here, which the lows were like right here while we were wicking, and that's kind of why I was freaking out. And then we're like at 400, but obviously price is kind of, we're not just like plummeting to the earth, like plummeting down to the ground, which would be beautiful for me. We're kind of teetering. It's coming like into my break even. How many seconds we got left on this candle? These candles are like fuming. I'm fuming right now. It's just indecision. So obviously there's some resistance here at the low of day now, which sucks because I have my stop loss right here. So take the hit. Negative 60 was what I saw. That sounds crazy. I don't know if it was, but we'll take it. Let's see what we started this morning off with. Oh, we should have just taken the 400 when it was right there. We started this morning off with 147,821. So ain't no way that was 60. Ain't no way that hit was 60. 147,821 minus 148,377. That was negative 500. That doesn't seem right. Okay, we definitely did some math wrong at some point. I don't know where, but one of my trades I did math in. I thought we were up a decent bit. If only Tradeovate went ahead and it updated after every trade. I mean, Top Step, my bad, not Tradeovate. Well, technically both. They update at 6 p.m. like when the market closes because all the orders are then recorded. I bet you this is going to be resistance up here. Probably do something like this. No. And then just keep going lower, maybe. I don't know. Consolidation zone right here. Maybe this one like ping pong. Ping pong, ping pong. Break down here. I'll take that if we get this buy. Yeah. Bears. The Bears are here today. They're here to play. Definitely consolidating. Again, we're still basically just hitting Hail Marys for these trades. We're gonna try and get out of the hole. The other thing I could do is I could wait till tomorrow. So I have 500, right? We made 500 because the difference was 556. The difference from my max loss limit. That's what I was trying to. So hold up. 147.3. Why do I feel like? Yeah, that's about a grand. 147.318. 148.377. Yeah, so we got a grand. So that stop loss is where I only said 60, but I took two trades. And one was 400. What's that math? That doesn't make any sense. Oh well. All right, here we're coming down again for those lows. But do we want to break those lows? Because remember, yesterday I didn't make this stream, but yesterday That was my problem. My problem was that I went ahead and I kept on trading into resistance. Do we want to take that trade? How do we feel? This would have been nice. Trying to hit that resistance. We would have hit 1R there. But obviously that's said and done, so we're not going to play that. I really feel like there's consolidation to happen now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll do this. We'll do this. 18, 19, 20. All right. Okay. Doing our turtle shell. We'll still go ahead and play. Like I said, if we get one of these breaks, we'll. But I am eager to see how we react because I feel like there is this consolidation that's building up right now, and I don't want to be a part of consolidation while we're trying to get a Hail Mary play. Here we come for a break up here. I'm not really liking that. I'm going to be honest. I'll go ahead, and if we can get a break of the trend line, we'll go ahead and we'll follow, but I'm not going to because we got resistance right there. So these next few candles are going to break this trend line no matter what. And if we do have resistance right here, then we're not. It's just going to be a waste of a trade, waste of a Hail Mary. Like I said, the other thing that I could do, we'll go ahead. We'll do one. We'll do one contract, 500. So that'll put us at 100 ticks. So it's the same trade. So we're going to be risking less. The reason I want to go ahead and do this is just in case we do take a hit. We take a full hit on a stop loss, which I'm fine with doing. Pop-up trade evade again. Yeah, I'm just not liking. There's not a lot of volume behind that trend line break. We're right there. We're right there at that resistance price. It's a really bad drawing for resistance zone, but obviously we're not liking that price. So I'm not gonna force that. Yeah, what was it? So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'll put one con. So we'll try and hit some home runs, some Hail Mary swings. If we, like I said, I want to see how we play around in this consolidation because that looks like what we're going ahead and what we're doing is consolidating a little bit. This trend line, we're just going to go ahead and follow price if it does decide to break. If not, we'll take this sell, which will line up pretty well with our turtle shell. So we'll take the sell. My bad. But like I said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take this one con, put on 500 for our risk. It's still going to be that 100 tick because now we're doing one contract instead of two. So you're risking 500, 400 tick, which is 25 point stop loss. But yeah, the reason I want to do this is just because we do take that full hit. I do want to still have 500. And tomorrow morning, we'll go ahead and we'll take a 9:30 candle together. Yeah. So I don't want to. We'll stick with the 100 tick, and then I'll just try and play it. I'll try and play it safe. Like I'll try and take like if it does decide to come down, I'll take like 250. So we can get like 2 trades out of it, right? Or should we just? Let me go ask. Let me go ask my brother, see what he thinks. But maybe we just full port it on tomorrow morning, 9:30 candle. Have a bit of fun. Let me All right, my brother went ahead and said that I should just full port it tomorrow. Um, and I don't necessarily agree. So obviously, so look, so this high would have been here, would have broken right here, right? Obviously, we have that trend line break, so then you would have entered a buy, 100 tick, boom, and then there's our 1R. So definitely hit 0.5 would have been nice. And there's our 1R, but we broke that resistance, we broke that trend line. So yeah. But like I said, my brother said go ahead and full port it tomorrow because we'll be able to catch that volatility. And right now, I'm kind of on hyperdrive and I don't want to under analyze or jump into something um with this level. Like realistically, again, we're 1,000 away from hitting our max limit. It's not doable, but we're just cutting it. I'm cutting it super close. Like I'm cutting it super close. Since it has that trailing stop, uh like because I was up 0.8. I was up 1.8. So that just trailed the max loss limit. And then I think I want to say Tuesday we lost like 2 grand, and then yesterday we lost 2 grand, just about. So so yes, we're 1,000 away from our max limit. Um, but it's a Hail Mary at this point. Like this is just too close. I already know that I'm gonna go ahead and get another challenge because I don't like how I played this one. And for me to go ahead and get out, I've got to get out 2 grand and then I got to work my way back up. So again, it's not possible, but I just feel like Hail Marrying it is the best option. Um, I am going to be. Is it the smartest option? No. Is it the most knowledgeable, just like choice or educated choice? No. Um, but I'm gonna show you guys, and I already know I'm gonna get another challenge anyway. With another prop firm because I want to try them out, and they have a deal going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and try them out. So I decided that that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna tomorrow. We're gonna hop in. We're gonna hit on 9:30. And let me show you guys. Right, that would have been a great 9:30. That would have been a great 9:30. So hit it at 9:29. I literally put it right here, like at the wick. So even if I had gotten in at the beginning or at the very low of this wick on the 939, right? We're going to put our whole grand up. So there's our stop loss. Boom. I mean, obviously you have to hold it this long, but that's 5.25, right? And if I'm going to trade correctly, I'm only allowed to take the 4. So 4,500. Yeah, 4,500. So we'd be able to get out of our drawdown and we'd be right back at where we were, which would set us up for next week. So, but again, that's even if I can hold it that long because this is a 100-point move basically. So yeah, pretty big move. Obviously, you could see it was from 9:30 to 9:50 ish, a little before 9:50. So you're looking at 20 minutes that I'm holding that trade. If we were realistically, I don't hold them that long. I usually get out within the 9:30 or the 9:31, 9:32. So I get out pretty immediately when I do take my 9:30 candle trades. So yeah, so I mean, again, we'll see how we play it tomorrow. Uh, but like I said, like I already know I'm gonna get a new challenge. This one I've been doing for 7 days. I mean, you guys watched me on the stream do most of it. You didn't see yesterday, which was just terrible, terrible tilt trading day. I'm honestly surprised that we got some. We if you go ahead and you rewatch this, I know that there was a lot of technical difficulties of the Wi-Fi, with the stream, me going ahead and not connecting it in time and stuff. But if you go ahead and you play it back, that I think we traded well today. I think we traded well today with how I had set myself up basically for failure. Uh, but yeah, but we just literally just had two rough trading days, and you're gonna have rough trading days. That's all it was two rough trading days, and you're gonna take those losses, you're gonna take those hits, and that's just how trading is. But yeah, so I do wanna. I think we'll just wait it out until tomorrow. We'll kind of look and see what happens with these two markups that I did, and see how they do. Uh, but yeah, so I think we're just gonna wait until tomorrow. Try and hit that 9:30 candle. It looks like we got FOMC news at 9:35. So we are going to have ability there tomorrow, which will be interesting. But yeah, but like if you go back, watch the stream, watch the previous one. I think we couldn't have played today. I mean, we could have played today better. We could have gotten in on this trend line break that was up here, that I had drawn at like 9:20, and then we could have rolled this down, which would have been beautiful. 9:30, obviously, but I said why I don't do that because it's basically gambling. But we'll do it tomorrow. We'll full port so that I can show you guys, kind of how I operate, how that goes, and realistically, like you look at it, realistically, let's say that I went ahead and I bought it at 9:30 instead of sold it. Uh, that's my stop loss right there. So I mean, it got hit in 2 minutes. So tomorrow could be a really quick day of trading, or tomorrow could be pretty prolonged, and we're trying to regain the entirety of our account in one trade, which will be interesting. It'll be interesting to go ahead and see if we can actually do that. That'll be cool to catch on stream and to show you guys. Um, and I mean, I'll be excited because we will have saved this trading challenge. But if not, I'm already aware of that. I figured, uh, like I said, like we're just Hail Marying it at this point because we're so close to that max drawdown. I take. Let's say I took this trade right, and then we went ahead. We would have gotten that 1R possibly, if we trailed it, or we just took it at 1R. So that would have set us up. And then if we had taken the second trend line break, looks like we're going to take a hit. So if we take that hit, then that's this full. Well, that's actually a grand. So then we'd be back at where we started this morning. Or had I taken this trade right after, then I would have hit my max loss limit. So yeah, so we're just in a tough spot right now. Um, oh wait, let me hop on TraderVate. I forgot. This is slow. Yeah, so if this hits, then we would have max loss limit had we not taken this trade at all. Had we taken this trade, then we would have set our and taken this one too. Then we would have set ourselves up for where we were this at the beginning of this morning. So it kind of just puts it puts it in this perspective that we're at a my opinion. It's just a Hail Mary. It is a challenge. It is a challenge. I've assessed my risk. Like I've already put my money up to purchase the challenge. I already know that I'm gonna get another challenge for next week with a different. So like, I mean, realistically, like prop firm challenge was 150 bucks. So it's not like I really lost 4 grand, right, or 4.5 grand. So I'm not too worried. And then, and I mean, yeah, and gonna go ahead and give you guys some good content. Hopefully, if we can go ahead and pull this off. If we don't pull it off, then why you need to have strategy, why you need to plan trades, why you actually need to go ahead and assess. Wait, let me put that back. That's my bad. Correctly. Again, my bad. Correctly assess buttons, right? I'll be honest. Doing like these trades today, doing that, I'm glad because it went ahead and I hope that it shows you, that I kind of have a decent amount of knowledge and I have experience in doing this for a while, right? So I like being hyped. I like being energized. The whole patience thing for me isn't really my expertise. Is what I like. I like being quick and making those quick decisions and analyzing on the fly and being quick about it. So that I kind of have a decent grasp on what I'm talking about. and then I can go ahead and I can trade. Yes, we still go through difficulties. Yes, we're not funded. Yes, we're not making money doing it. But again, tribulations. I have good swings. I have good days. And right now the bad days, I just lose more, and eventually that'll turn around. You got to change a couple things, and that's fine. But eventually it'll turn around, and I'll be able to make I'll be able to make that money back, and I'll be able to come back from those losses and be profitable and be triumphant. So you can see here, had we not taken this one with the turtle shove, right, and then taken it at 1R, taking our profits at 1R, had we not done that, then I would have hit the max limit, and that would have been it. Challenge would have been over today had I taken this trend line break. Now, had I taken this one, right, where I have the square drawn out and this trade, and had we taken it at 1R, yes, we would have been up 500, which would have been good. Whoa, I might have just said that wrong. We would have been up. Oh yeah, I only have one contract though. I only have one contract, so we would. So yeah, so we basically would have taken this trade and then just taken 500 off. So this would have been like a neutral trade had I taken this one. Had I not taken this one, had I not taken this one on the left and had I taken the one on the right, which hit our stop loss, then we would have went ahead and we would have been basically where I was this morning at the Hail Mary spot. So we might as well just wait. Hail Mary tomorrow, 9:30 candle. Try and catch that volume while FOMC guy is talking. Yeah, Waller. FOMC Waller guy is talking. And see if we can catch that volume, see if we can, this challenge to success. But like I said, I've already assessed the risk. I've already accepted that I'm basically making or breaking this challenge tomorrow. And I'll have a new one for next week. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and we'll plan the trades better. I'm gonna reassess, figure out where we went ahead and we messed up, and what we got to go ahead and revise and figure out, because obviously, you don't lose a challenge for no reason. You did something wrong. So I'm not saying I didn't do anything wrong. I know I did. So I just got to go ahead and reflect and revise what we went ahead and what we were trying to do in this challenge. Figure that out, and then go ahead, make those revisions for the next one next week. So yeah, I think that's about it. I can go over real quick to like a little more what happened yesterday. Yesterday I can make excuses. I mean, I was really tired. I just didn't sleep very well, and I went ahead and I had to put more cons. We're gonna put more risk on these trades, right? And I was just feeding. The market. I was just literally just buying into resistance zone. So I just did not want to cross. And we just kept hitting our stop loss. But yeah, so I don't think I was revenge trading. I was just you got to know, like I said, you got to know when to go ahead and switch your bias and figure out, okay, well, what am I doing now? Because obviously the trades that I was just taking weren't working, right? So if I go ahead and I do it again, then like, what am I doing? I'm just stepping on the same dent that's on the floor. Like I know you're hitting your head. What's that one phrase? You're hitting your head on the nail again, or something like that. You keep just banging your head against the wall in the same spot. You're doing the same thing. So that was my problem. Was I just did the same trade 3 times into the same resistance zone, and I was being dumb. But yeah, I mean that's what I had thought was a good idea. I thought we are gonna break the highs. I thought we are gonna keep on going up. Obviously, market had a different idea of what we were going to do yesterday, and that's what the market does. The market decides where it wants to go, and you just got to get along for the ride, and that's about it. What else could I say about that? Yeah, I mean, again, I need to reflect. I need to revise on a couple. I need to recoup on that, and that's just how it is. So I went ahead and I accepted it, and I accepted it and I got off the charts. Didn't want to revenge trade. I didn't want to, go ahead and push something that wasn't there. I went ahead and I kind of executed, or not executed. yeah, executed my bearish bias. So I went ahead and like eliminated it. That was what I meant to say. Eliminated my bearish bias because I was going ahead and I was buying, right? I was like, oh, we're going to be bullish today. We're going to go ahead and push. But I had that initial bearish bias. So had I stuck with that, we would have had some pretty decent trades pop out for yesterday. But again, those would have been after me already taking the losses. So it's like, would I have been as confident to go ahead and do that, right? After already having a bullish bias, after kind of like sitting there and being sour about it and still having that bullish bias, and I eliminated my bearish bias, is like, was I going to be able to take those trades, take those bearish trades after the losses, after the fact, right? Had I kept my bearish bias, then maybe we would have seen that resistance level before I even taken those trades, and then we probably or possibly could have went ahead and stayed up, waited for those bearish trend line breaks to come into play and break the bullish trend line, and we might have been able to get into those trades, which would have made us really, 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 really sitting pretty for today. Now, what happened? Woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I mean that's just how it is. And again, today we played it as best we could. Woulda, shoulda, coulda on a couple of the moves, but I think we did good today. I think we went ahead, we played it. You know, we're up 500 on a day. Let me double check that. 555. So I should have double checked it after the second trade because that's where the numbers got a little confusing after that third one that we took a loss. We're up 555 on the day, which puts us at a grand away from our max loss limit, which is not a terrible spot. But again, it's still kind of Hail Mary. I've accepted, this challenge is going to go the way that it goes, and we're going to send it tomorrow, see what we can make happen, see if we can recoup all those losses. And I want to show you guys too, this 930 thing that I do, which I mean, I have fun with it. But again, like I would not recommend it. Definitely not. It's definitely not a reliable trading strategy, and it's more on the gambling side because you're basically just flipping a coin. Yeah, I use like a few other confluences, but there's not really much to it. Uh, Besides that, I mean, I don't know. I think that's about it. I don't really have much more to say. Uh, I mean, yeah. So I wish it would have been good. Like had I went ahead and streamed yesterday, or like kept the stream from yesterday on Wednesday. But they're really like I was barely talking. I was dead asleep basically. I was a zombie, so there wasn't really much of a point to have it there. Besides you just watching me lose and me be completely quiet on the screen. Uh, but yeah, but I'll go ahead and I'll accept. Like I said, I go ahead and I accept full responsibility for my losses in those trades that I went ahead and took. And we could have been smarter about it, but again, we went ahead and we played it to the best of our ability, at least to the best of our perceived ability, our point of view at the moment. And that's all you can do. Go ahead and take your trades based on your strategy. Take your trades based on what you're thinking at the moment and what the market is telling you. And we were just on the wrong side of it yesterday, and it turned out. But today we were on the right side of it. We made some good decisions, and that's how it is. So yeah. So we'll see how we can do tomorrow. See how we can play in on the market on the 930, and let's see how this OFMC news affects us because we're basically going to full port this challenge account. See if we can make anything of it at this point. And like I said, like tomorrow, this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and reflect and revise on what we got going on so that we can make sure that we're starting next week's challenge at a better spot, better headspace, and that we're playing it right. And, we're trying to take these challenges to pass them. Like, I'm not just taking them. Like I said, you're going to have bad days. So we're going to try this new prop firm, and I want to see how it works, how it does. And maybe I just trade it better because the rules are different. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and see, but I'll end it there, guys.